Hi, I'm Jake. I haven't been gone, for those who care. I just haven't been making videos. But I wanted to show off my home studio. 2025 edition. So let's start here. Computer, audio interface. The lighting in this room's terrible, by the way. I apologize for that. Got a cheap Behringer interface. It's actually kind of new. Mackie headphone amplifier. Some speakers, iLoud micro monitors, which I use for mixing. I've also got some headphones. Oh my God, the lighting in here. AKG headphones, some Sony headphones. I like the AKGs so much I bought a second pair. And got a whole bunch of instruments. Let's show those off now. Starting over here is my Roland Juno DS. This thing is awesome because it has literally all the sounds you could want for music production. It's got ambient stuff, it's got EDM stuff, it's got orchestral stuff, great acoustic piano sounds, vintage electric piano sounds, 80s synth sounds, modern synth sounds, so it covers pretty much everything. This is a little reflection filter that I use, and these blankets on the wall are for absorbing all the reverb in the room. Those are lights that I set up once and haven't used in a while for video content. I made an album last year, by the way, called Unpopular Playlist.
Going 5 miles over the speed limit.
Ambience. I'm drowning in ambience.
Ordering some Thai food.
So I plan to make music videos for that soon. Here's a closet with lots of instruments. Guitars, basses, costumes and props, trash bin full of electronic things like cables and stuff, mic stands, cases for headphones, my wife's clarinet, tripods, cameras, miniature amp, miscellaneous things, pop filters. This is Roland Cube Street X amp, because I don't play electric guitar live very often, but I wanted one amp that kind of did everything. It's sort of a busking style amp that I have. And let's get into all the guitars. This is my FMT Telecaster, flame maple top, double humbucker, so it's like Fender's version of a Gibson Les Paul. And then this is an actual Fender Telecaster right here. Mexican made. So it's cheaper than American-made versions, probably because of labor laws, mostly. And then over here is my Yamaha bass. What's the model? It's like a TRBX 605 FM. It's a terrible name, but it's a good bass. Seamless transition to acoustic guitars. This is my Martin GPC 11E, I think it's called. So it's part of the Rode series, which is like budget Martins, budget meaning $1,000 as opposed to like $3,000 for an American-made one. They're really good. They're solid wood, which means they resonate really well, get a lot of rich overtones, but they're also extremely sensitive to any temperature changes, which means I don't take this guitar out for gigs. I just play it here. The body shape is a little smaller. It's like a concert shape, so it's nice for like finger style and for lead playing. And then this is my gigging acoustic. It's a Yamaha A1M. It's laminate, back and sides, solid top, so it resonates well, but it's more stable for like traveling with and gigging with, and it's good for like heavy strumming. It's like a dreadnought. This is my nylon string. It's a Cordoba Orchestra CE. So it's like a crossover style guitar. So it's not as thick or wide a neck as a traditional classical string. It's kind of meant for people who play steel string acoustic guitars like these. So it's a little thinner, but it plays real nice. It has a built-in microphone, so I actually don't have to mic it up. I can just plug the guitar in and it sounds good with just like the internal microphone inside. And it's just nice to have that option because it's a very different sound from these two guitars. One thing that's not in that room that's in my wife's office right now is this electric drum kit. It's a Simmons Titan 70, which I bought for my wife for her birthday, and I somehow kept hidden behind those acoustic blankets for like a month and a half, and she had no idea they were there. But I had an ulterior motive, which was now I can have jam sessions and session drummers in my studio. So right now it's housed here, and that's fine. Other miscellaneous things. Jesus Christ, the lighting. Got guitar picks over there, flash drive, guitar cables, instrument cables, headphones, harmonicas, egg shaker, more cables, microphone cables. This is why I don't film in here, because the lighting is just terrible in this room. I have a green screen set up that I have not tested out in here yet, so these lights will help with that. Now, the program I use for recording is called Reaper, and I use some special plugins, an amp simulator called Amplitude for my guitars and my basses, and then for drums, I use something called Addictive Drums. It's kind of an old program, but it's very versatile, very customizable series of drum kits. So it's cool. I'm not a drummer, but I know the functions of drum parts, and it also comes with some pre-made beats, and you can put in fills and edit it to make your own. It's a little annoying because I currently have to draw them in, but that could change because now I've got that electronic drum kit. Microphones. So this one is a CAD M179, I think. So it has a switch there where you can switch the polar pattern. So you can have the sound pick up just from in front, or from front and back, or from all around, or anywhere in between. This is an M Audio Nova condenser microphone, which is good for alto, soprano, vocals, and I've used it for acoustic guitars on my last album. It's not made anymore. I think it was discontinued right after I bought it, but it's a nice, $100 microphone. These mics are not super expensive. Most of them are like $100. I think this one's like $200. I have an SM57, which is good for miking up amps. I've never used it for that, but it's also good for vocals, so it's just good to have in the studio. And an SM58, which is like your standard live vocal microphone, and I've used it for demos and other things. And then this is just an Audio-Technica mic that I think my dad bought for me at Radio Shack like 25 years ago, and it still works, and it's just got a 1/4-inch cable there, and I have it in case I need it. And I've never really upgraded my mic setup. I've never needed more than 5 mics in any situation, and it's hard enough to get more than 3 people in here. So that being said, I do have a session coming up where I'm going to have to fit like 6 people in the room, and that's going to be a fun day for me. And then lastly, we've got pedal board. Let me open that up. And there they are, all 10 of them. I'm sorry again for the awful lighting. So what have we got? We got a tuner, hum debugger, which sounds like a racial slur from the 50s. It basically gets rid of 60 cycle hum in electric guitars that have single coil pickups. I have a whammy ricochet, so I can do Tom Morello shit. Volume/wah pedal, compressor box, that's a JHS pulp and peel, that's a loop pedal, fuzz pedal, multi-effects pedal for things like chorus, delay, reverb, phaser, things of that nature, mega distortion, and then overdrive, that's a blues driver. This is a heavy pedal board because they're all made of metal, but it's nice to be able to switch sounds quickly on a gig, and this was sort of a nice analog way to do it. A couple other random things. It's my dad's music degree. Pictures of him and his family, pictures of family and Star Trek stuff, and Coltrane. So that's the studio. It's a mess in here, and it gets cluttered and crowded very quickly. But I make it work. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy it. And if you didn't, thank you for enduring this poorly lit space. Bye!
My voice is brave.